Hello there, my name is Kimberley Murphy and I'm a partner here at Hale Ball. And today we're going to discuss a little bit about undue influence and maybe some of the signs that you should be looking for to determine whether or not there could be something funny going on with one of your loved ones. In a case of undue influence, you're usually looking for situations in which a loved one or an elderly parent is maybe forgetful, isn't really looking at their finances, and they're depending upon somebody else. And they're depending upon somebody else who is there then benefiting from that relationship that they have. Meaning if they're a caregiver and they're receiving monetary gifts, or they have access to bank accounts. If they're a child who is taking care of the parent, but then they also, they obtain access to financial records and financial accounts and are able to write checks to themselves. And you're looking for situations in which there is some sort of enrichment by an individual. Now, not all of these situations can or might be undue influence. Undue influence is a very large category of transactions and is really factually based. So some of these scenarios may have plausible explanations, meaning the individual who is the elderly parent, they may be completely coherent and able to give gifts, and there's nothing wrong with giving gifts. But if it becomes a situation of undue influence where they're being taken advantage of, and taken advantage of in a legal sense, not in a sense of this is not fair, my inheritance is being depleted. It's an unfairness to the elderly person that they're being taken advantage to the point where what they want is no longer what's happening. So some common examples: powers of attorney get abruptly changed. You're no longer able to visit your parent when you used to be able to do so, and you've had a great relationship with your parent. Your phone calls and visits are now physically monitored by the individual you believe is unduly influencing your parent or loved one. In those circumstances, it would be good for you to seek out counsel and to find out what does undue influence look like from an evidence perspective, and perhaps obtain judicial intervention on those points. But it's important to know that not every single one of these cases are undue influence. There may be plausible explanations, but it's always good, if you are trying to protect an elderly person or someone who is weakened or dependent upon another, it's always good to understand what their rights are, what your position is in terms of them, and what your statutory remedies are. So if you have questions like that and you want to see an attorney, please come and make an appointment to see some of us here at Hale Ball. Thank you.